Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about low rep sets and how they can be a good tool to help you stave off injuries. Before I get into that topic, guys, I encourage you to stick around to the end of this video, find out how you can reach me with your questions and or comments. So I want to talk about injury prevention and reps per set. This information is mainly for the intermediate and more advanced lifter who is moving a good amount of poundage, good amount of weight on their squats, deadlifts, bench press, so on and so forth. They could be lifting for muscle building. They could be lifting strictly for strength training. You guys that know me know that I advocate building as much muscle as possible when you're trying to build strength, and when you're trying to build muscle, pushing for strength. There's kind of the two pieces of the same puzzle. So anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about you. You're an intermediate lifter, and you're wondering, how to help. What? Maybe you're picking up a few injuries, a few aches, a few pains, a few strains, your lower back, your elbows. You're getting beat up a little bit, and you want to explore a good option to help stave off injuries. I want to present an option that is low rep sets. Here's the deal. If you're doing about 3 sets of 10 or 4 sets of 8 on squats, 30 to 35 reps a week on squats. Let's just use this as an example. It could be anything. And you're picking up, say, a lower back strain, and your form's pretty good, but you're still picking up some strains and pains, and you want to try to minimize that, just improve your overall quality of life. Maybe it's interfering with your work performance or whatever. An option that you can do is take those 30 to 35 reps, and instead of doing 8 to 10 reps per set or 6 to 10 reps per set, do 3 to 4 to 5 reps per set. Reduce the amount of reps per set you're doing and increase the amount of sets. So if you're doing, say you're doing a 4x8 on squats, so 32 total reps, you could flip-flop that and do 8 sets by 4 reps, 8 sets by 4 reps. Now you're probably asking, why is that beneficial? Why is that going to help me stave off injury? Well, first you need to understand, use about the same weight for both of these. You're going to have about the same volume. 8 sets by 4, 4 sets by 8, 32 total reps with the same weight. Okay, you're going to have about the same volume. You're still going to try to progress when you can or get stronger, add weight to the bar. But the benefit in doing fewer reps per set is that it's easier to focus on form. It's easier to focus on form on every rep, to try to keep your form as tight as possible. I know from experience when I start to get strong, when I start to get stronger, when I try to do higher reps per set on certain exercises like deadlifts, squats, and even bench press, when I try to push those reps too much with the 70 or 75, 80 percent weight on the bar, I end up picking up a lot of strains and pains. Not a lot, but they would come because after the first 3 to 4 reps, the pain starts to kick in. You start to get sloppy. You start to get loose. Your form starts to loosen. Your back might start to loosen on bench press. On squats, your upper back might start to loosen. You start to see those elbows creep up, and you get a little forward and put more strain on your back. So I'm not saying all 6, 8, 10, 12 rep sets as an intermediate increase the risk of injury. What I'm saying is that it's real easy to get sloppy when the weight is heavy on 8, 10, 12 rep sets. Once you're intermediate or late intermediate lifter, it's real easy to start losing form. So whatever you do, you want to focus on maximizing every rep for those big compound lifts when you get to that level, so you can keep as tight a form as possible. On squats, when I stand up after each rep, I make sure I lock it down and get ready to rock before that next rep. So I just pause that split second, I reset mentally, I reset physically, because I need to maximize my form on every rep so I don't get injured. Bench press is the same thing, but with bench, when I'm pressing, if my back starts to get tight or loose, it's hard to recover. And then I can end up doing the last 2, 3 reps just with sloppy form, and it increases strain on my shoulders. So all I'm saying in this video, guys, is if you're looking for a quality option, you can add low rep sets in. Like I said, just take the same amount of weekly rep volume and just use fewer reps per set. How could you do this if you're a muscle head? Well, you could do 1 week normal training, okay? 1 week normal training, where you're doing 3-4 sets by 8 to 12 reps or whatever you're doing for muscle building. And the next week, flip-flop it a little bit. Do 8 sets by 4 reps, okay? That'll cut your exposure with those higher rep sets in half and just change things up a bit. So that's just one possibility. So guys, if you are picking up a lot of strains and pains, I advocate that you really focus on working on that form on every rep of every lift, and consider working in lower rep sets into your scheme some way, somehow, so you can stay mentally focused as much as possible for every rep. Some of you guys are superhuman and can do that for 8 to 12 reps per set, but when I'm starting to squat over 400, 450, 500 pounds for reps, it becomes really hard to stay focused on those last few reps. So guys, just presenting you with an option. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, there is a link below to a form Q&A. Come on over, ask me any questions you want on strength training, muscle building, diet, nutrition, supplementation, or motivation. So guys, as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.